There was a time when the name Mel Gibson carried a near-mythic weight in Hollywood, spoken with admiration and awe. He wasn't just an actor appearing in successful films, he seemed to embody intensity, emotional fire, and a raw authenticity that drew audiences in. Watching him in Braveheart or The Passion of the Christ, viewers didn't just see performances, they felt a man giving his entire being to the story. For years, he was one of the most bankable and respected figures in cinema, celebrated for his charisma, fearlessness, and willingness to explore roles others might avoid. Fame arrived suddenly, reshaping his life and thrusting him into the spotlight before he could fully comprehend its impact. From the start, his energy, passion, and commitment to storytelling set him apart, creating an impression that would linger for decades. Early life and foundations. Born in 1956 in Peekskill, New York, Mel Gibson grew up in a large, devoutly religious family, one of 11 children. His upbringing instilled discipline, moral awareness, and a sense of structure that would influence both his personal and professional life. When his family moved to Australia during his youth, he found himself navigating two cultural identities, American by birth but shaped by Australian life, which later gave his performances a distinctive edge. Acting was not an initial plan, but it became a powerful outlet for emotions and creativity. Friends and teachers noticed a reflective, introspective side in young Mel, a seriousness that coexisted with charm. This emotional depth became central to his craft, allowing him to convey subtle complexity on screen. His early experiences planted the seeds for a career marked by authenticity, intensity, and a sensitivity that audiences would later recognize and admire. Mad Max and the Birth of a Star. Gibson's breakthrough came with Mad Max, a gritty, low-budget film that quickly propelled him from obscurity to international recognition. His portrayal of a haunted, driven anti-hero resonated with viewers, showcasing a raw energy that felt lived in rather than performed. The quiet intensity of his character and the authenticity he brought to moments of tension and vulnerability made the film unforgettable. This role established a public persona of emotional depth intertwined with strength, marking Gibson as a talent capable of more than traditional heroics. Beyond the acclaim, Mad Max allowed him to explore the interplay of anger, pain, and resilience, elements that would recur in many of his later roles. The success opened doors to Hollywood, setting high expectations for his future work, while cementing a connection with audiences who admired the authenticity and power he brought to the screen. Hollywood embrace and global stardom. During the 1980s and early 1990s, Gibson became one of the most sought-after actors globally, moving seamlessly across genres while displaying remarkable versatility. Films such as Gallipoli, The Year of Living Dangerously, and the Lethal Weapon series demonstrated his ability to balance strength with vulnerability and humor with seriousness. Audiences responded to the trustworthiness he conveyed, believing in the truth of his characters. Off-screen, Gibson projected a grounded life, appearing as a devoted father and partner guided by faith, which enhanced his public image. While fame brought opportunity and admiration, it also placed continuous demands on him, requiring careful navigation of expectations. Yet, despite the pressures, he maintained a presence that was both commanding and relatable, creating a rare combination of star power and personal connection that kept him at the forefront of Hollywood during this period. Subtle challenges and growth. As Gibson matured, those close to him noticed moments of reflection, a heightened sensitivity, and periods of quiet introspection. The intensity he brought to his work often mirrored the emotional depth he carried personally, creating a powerful but demanding inner landscape. Balancing public expectation with personal growth required discipline and self-awareness, and these challenges became part of his ongoing journey. Friends and collaborators observed a thoughtful, sometimes pensive side emerging, hinting at a life lived with reflection and purpose. Rather than diminishing his talent, these qualities added layers of complexity to his performances, enriching the humanity of his characters. The interplay of personal insight and professional expression became a defining trait, illustrating that the dedication and vulnerability he displayed on screen were deeply rooted in lived experience and ongoing personal exploration. Personal reflection, and renewal. Throughout his career, Gibson demonstrated an ability to reflect on his life and work, using challenges as opportunities for growth. Retreating from the spotlight at times allowed him to reassess priorities and focus on family, faith, and personal development. This period reinforced his resilience and adaptability, showing a commitment to continual learning and self-improvement. The process of renewal, while quiet, reflected a thoughtful approach to life and career, emphasizing authenticity over spectacle. Even in periods of lower visibility, he remained engaged creatively, seeking meaningful stories and opportunities to collaborate with others. This approach reinforced a sense of groundedness, showing that his legacy was not merely defined by fame or accolades, but by the depth, care, and intention he brought to his work and relationships. Hacksaw Ridge and a Return. In 2016, Gibson returned to directing with Hacksaw Ridge, a film that explored themes of courage, conviction, and perseverance. Its critical success highlighted his enduring skill and vision as a filmmaker, reaffirming his place in the industry. The project demonstrated his ability to blend compelling storytelling with deeply human themes, capturing both heroism and vulnerability. While the reception was measured, it marked a significant acknowledgement of his craft and dedication. Through this work, Gibson illustrated that creativity and talent persist beyond earlier successes, and that thoughtful, impactful storytelling remains at the heart of his career. The film offered a chance to reflect the values that had long guided him: courage, empathy, and moral integrity, while demonstrating that meaningful contributions to cinema continue regardless of previous milestones. Living with legacy. Today, Mel Gibson lives a life defined by reflection, selective work, and commitment to personal values. Rather than seeking constant public attention, he focuses on family, mentorship, and storytelling that resonates with his experiences and beliefs. Those who know him describe a man enriched by his journey, more contemplative, patient, and intentional than in earlier years. He has embraced the lessons of experience, valuing the process of growth and understanding over accolades or recognition. While no public narrative can fully capture his humanity, the impression left by his work and character reflects an enduring dedication to craft, integrity, and meaningful engagement with life. His legacy is a blend of creativity, resilience, and authenticity, demonstrating the profound impact of a career shaped by both passion and reflection. Aging, reflection, and acceptance. At 70, Gibson's approach to life and work reflects a calm introspection, with projects and roles chosen for their significance rather than fame or trend. The intensity that once defined him has matured into thoughtful engagement, tempered by reflection and understanding. His later years convey a balance between the lessons of the past and the desire to contribute meaningfully in the present. Rather than chasing recognition, he embraces opportunities to tell stories that matter, fostering creative collaboration and supporting the next generation of filmmakers. This stage reflects a life enriched by experience, where personal fulfillment, family, and the pursuit of meaningful work take precedence. Gibson's story illustrates that growth, resilience, and integrity are lifelong pursuits, with each chapter offering new opportunities for insight and contribution. Lessons from a remarkable journey. Mel Gibson's life offers insights into the interplay between talent, dedication, and personal growth. His story reflects the power of creativity, the importance of reflection, and the enduring value of authenticity. It reminds us that success is not a single moment, but a continuous journey of learning, self-discovery, and engagement with others. Through challenges, achievements, and quiet moments of contemplation, he has cultivated resilience, humility, and focus. His career exemplifies how artistic passion can coexist with thoughtful personal development, and how meaningful storytelling emerges from both experience and insight. Gibson's journey underscores the human capacity for growth, reminding us that each individual is complex, evolving, and capable of leaving a lasting impact through dedication, authenticity, and empathy. A human story. Beyond headlines and public perception, Mel Gibson remains a deeply human figure, marked by curiosity, creativity, and reflective thought. His story resonates because it mirrors universal experiences: ambition, growth, resilience, and the desire to live with purpose. Whether seen as a remarkable actor, an accomplished filmmaker, or a mentor, his journey offers a reminder that brilliance is intertwined with humanity, and that the pursuit of meaningful work is as vital as recognition. Gibson's life illustrates that behind every public persona is a person navigating challenges, learning, and striving for fulfillment. His story is enduring not because of perfection, but because it captures the beauty, complexity, and ongoing evolution of a life lived with intensity, care, and thoughtful reflection.